Hey guys, I just got done working on this. I was doing some little touch-ups to it, kind of like this. Alright, so this is my Spider MR1. That's how I have it set up right now. So I actually play it with this, like this. So I'm very comfortable. So you see, you get a really nice tight grip on the gun. Real nice tight grips. Very, very comfortable. I haven't got any actual real upgrade parts yet. I've got an upgraded spring in here, and I think that's it. I might have upgraded. I might have changed out this a long time ago, just because it went bad, and I've gotten a new one, but it's not like upgraded. And then this the front handguard is a custom that I did. That's my own little thing. This is how the gun would look if I didn't have that on it. Still very comfortable. So you can still get a nice tight grip on it. And then what I did, which I like this. I like this on here. First of all, this thing weighs like half a pound. This is a piece of steel, just a piece of milled steel. So I think it's steel. It feels like steel. I haven't put a magnet. It's either steel or aluminum, and it's heavy. This is like half a pound. So that adds some weight to the gun, and I don't mind loading around a heavy gun, but when it's not like helpful to the gun, it's just a waste. And again, it went right here. You didn't know. It went right here, so it kind of served as a grip, but you really couldn't get a good grip on it because the trigger guard is right here. So now, if you want, you can kind of grab it like this, or you can even wrap your hand around it. I wouldn't suggest doing that, but you can really grab it like this. Here, you can kind of go like that with the gun. Get a nice tight grip. Nice shot. But yeah, so this is how I have it set up right now. And then what I did was I polished the bolt. As you can see, it's nice and nice silver. See the top too. And then I polished the pin right here. You can see how polished. See, it's that side. And then the inside is polished, and it's polished. Now, you can't really tell. You guys won't be able to tell. I polished the grip screws right here. They're more of like a shiny black now instead of like a matte black. I don't know if you'll be able to tell, but they are. And then I also polished the safety. It was like a black, reflective black, so now it's more of a silver. I'm thinking about doing the loading nozzle, but I don't think I'm gonna do that. I like the black. But what else was I gonna say? I also did a trigger job to it. This is just something I did because I thought it would look cool, and it does look cool. To me, it does. You can see how this really brings out the shape of the trigger. What I did was I took off the paint, outlining the trigger all the way up the back, and it makes it almost like a ghost. Not a ghost, but like it makes it look really cool. You guys can actually see it. You can see it really well on the camera. I think it looks really cool. You can see it makes the trigger look really shiny. Plus, there's a little bit of oil on it, but you see it really brings out the shape of the trigger, and I think it looks really cool. And it's really easy to do. Literally, just take any old knife. If you not a knife you care about, but because if you take a knife you care about, it's gonna ruin it. But go and you just scratch along the trigger, and it'll give it a nice shiny silver, and it looks really cool. Then again, I have my custom stock, which I saw on YouTube actually, and but mine's a little bit more in depth than what he did. He just literally took a saw, cut here, and then I think it was then he cut here. And truly for me, that would make this piece go up about here. That was just too high, and it's not comfortable when it's that high, because it sticks up and you can't drop your head down. So now you can really drop your head down and be level with at least the muzzle of the gun. So very comfortable, and it also fits perfectly on your shoulder. So you just want to customize the stock to how it fits you. You don't want to just cut it off where I cut it, because it probably won't be comfortable for you. I mean, it might, but it probably won't. So just cut it step by step. Don't take huge amounts. Just take a small until you get it to fit how you want it. Now this you can do easily once you cut the top off. Basically, I took a drill, and first I got the screw. You can see it's threaded in there. I'm not going to dig it out now, that would be a pain in the ass. But you can see it's sticking out a little bit in there. I'm going to put a bolt on there. But you get a screw, a bit, and you drill a hole, and you make sure the hole is smaller in diameter than the screw. That way when you put the screw in, push it in, and then you take like a screwdriver, and you go like this, you stick it in here and go like that, and then take it out and stick it in and go like that. That way it actually threads the hole as you're putting the bolt in. So this is not going to come out. This is in there because it actually threaded itself, so it's like the tightest threads you can get with a piece of plastic. And then I was trying different ways, and basically I took this, well, screws, put that on there, and then put these two rings on here. Alright, that means that I can take these and I can put one on each side, or I can put them both on these like that, and then both of them would be like that. So it's the equivalent of like a 1-point and a 2-point sling. And it works really well, and it's very comfortable. And then if you want, you can just unclip it and it just sits right there. It's also cool when you shoot in the gun. I don't know if they'll do it like that, but you can see it moved a little bit. The gun actually has gas in it when it goes boom, 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 boom. This will actually go kind of jump around when you shoot. Looks kind of cool. What I was going to say. So I've got shop 2 class coming up next semester. So I'm planning on making some nice wooden, I think I'm going to do walnut, some nice walnut grips. We have a, I forget the word machine, it's like it's a wood CNC machine. And I think I'm going to make some walnut grips for this gun. And then maybe even mill a stock, not a stock, a Ford grip custom for this gun. And, you know, that'll look really good, the wood grip and the Ford style, Ford grip. But, yeah, so if you have any questions about the gun, you know, my customizations, call them, hit me up. These are easy to do. You just polish these and brush them. Very easy to do. You can either do it with sandpaper or with a machine like I did. The machine takes about 15 seconds, while with a piece of sandpaper you'll be here for an hour. But it still works just as good. One thing I gotta say about the stock, you see it does bend. If you put enough tension on it, it'll bend. See? So when you're putting it on your shoulder, you can put a lot of pressure on it. So you see it'll bend. Don't put too much pressure. Some people will put a lot of pressure. They'll just push it up against their shoulder. And if you do that, and if you don't do it right, if you push it up against your shoulder and don't push it down like this, if you push it up and push it back, it will break the stock. You'll probably get hurt because the stock will snap up and smack you in the face. So that's not something I would advise doing. If you do this pump was off a Mossberg M500, I think. You just take it off, and it should slip right on, and then I cut this groove in here, so that way it actually locks with the front side. So you see it actually locks on, and it's on there pretty snug, so it won't come off. So it does come off. You have to put quite a bit of pressure. And then originally I put a rail on here, but it wasn't level. It wasn't not level, but it wasn't in the middle. So it really wasn't working. The sight was kind of on the side. So I just took that off. You can put a rail on the bottom, and then put like a flashlight or a laser. It'd kind of be awkward. You'd have to hold it like that. But you could. You could always put like rails on all sides, make it like an M4. But yeah, so that's the gun. That's what I had to show you. So yeah. And again, this gun is all metal. If you're just looking at an MR, Spider MR1. This gun is all metal. This is a steel, I think, because it weighs like steel. I think this is a steel plate. Metal barrel, metal loading nozzle, plastic stock, but the stock does have this part right here, you can see. That is a metal piece inside here holding it to the gun. So that's metal. Metal, 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 metal. And now some people, because this doesn't look like metal right here, this looks like a plastic. It looks like a high impact polymer plastic. All right, this is actually aluminum. All right, I know it's aluminum because it weighs like this much. All right, and it's the whole lower end of the gun. It looks like plastic. It even has, it looks like plastic, but it's not. If you take the top off the bottom, you can actually see the metal. You can even see it here scratching away. I mean, actually, no, that's not on there. But it is metal. I'm promising you that it's metal. So you don't need to worry about this gun having a plastic lower. Even though plastic lowers are not going to be bad, they don't do anything but lighten your load you have to carry. But this is a very tough gun. I've shot this gun with one missing screw in here, and this is like the M14. This is like the AK-47 of a paintball. I mean, this thing is just drop it in the mud, drop it in the water, pick it up, put 1,000 rounds with it. Again, I shot about 250 rounds with no screw in here. The thing was wobbling around. I knew it. I just wanted to see how much it would put up with. Great gun. This is my primary paintball gun I use. I've got 4 of them, and I still use this one almost every single time because it's just so fun to shoot, and it's so comfortable, and it's so easy to play around with, like customizing-wise. You can see, you just take it off, and it looks really cool. Makes so if you cut this out, and I'll look there, it just looks cool. And then instead of having this big ass chunky-looking thing right here. So it's just what you want to do with it, and there are a lot of customization parts for this thing. If you want to get custom bolts, custom nozzles, barrels, stocks, lowers, pieces here, whatever this piece is called, right here, everything you can get customized. You can find grips for it. You can make grips for it very easily. But it's very hard hitting, pretty accurate paintball gun for the price you pay. It's really great. Best price quality paintball gun they have on the market right now, in my opinion. So yeah, that's my update on my customizations on my Spider ML1. So, yeah.